Welcome to Trauma and Transcendence, where healing meets awakening. I'm Amanda M. Dodd, your guide on this transformative journey. Let's transcend together. This is episode 1 of Transcendence and Trauma, and I thank you so much for being here. If you've heard about why I'm making this podcast, well, let me be blatantly honest. It's because I don't want to write a book. I would much rather share my experiences of trauma, overcoming, post traumatic growth, and transcendence with you in this way that will allow you to ask questions, ask me to go deeper on things in a way that's going to allow you to draw comparisons to your own experiences, your own life, and get more value out of it. I want to share my stories in a way that is going to help you see yourself better. And I feel like I do have a lot of stories, and for that reason, writing a book just seemed way too daunting a feat because where do I even begin? So, with me, it's definitely been interesting. I once joked with a therapist that if I did write a book, that would be the title. Because it has been really interesting. In my 40 years on this earth, I have had some really wild experiences, some very deeply spiritual experiences, and I'd love to delve into all of them with you as we go. The other thing is, I want to bring on other people. I want to have guests who come and inspire you, who share their stories, because not all of you will resonate with my experience, but you might with theirs. So, throughout the weeks, my intention for this podcast is to share what I have so that you can see yourself better and find ways forward, find ways to grow and make meaning out of the things that have happened to you, as well as learn how other people have taken their trauma and learned to transcend, and whether or not it was a spiritual awakening for them. So far, one thing I'm learning is that it isn't for everyone. Or at least that's what a lot of them think. But when we get to talking, sometimes we can learn that, there is some richness there. There is a little more there to explore than sometimes meets the eye. So, to tell you a little bit about me, my name is Amanda M. Dodd. Currently, I am a transpersonal clinical hypnotherapist. I know that's a mouthful. And a trauma coach. Above and beyond that, I do have several certificates for holistic healing, being a practitioner of integrated wellness. I also am a Reiki master and teacher, and oddly enough, a medium. I was aware of being a medium since childhood, but it wasn't necessarily the life I had wanted for myself. I wanted something different. Had you actually asked me when I was a little girl, I would have told you that I either wanted to be an attorney, an advocate like Ally McBeal, or a psychiatrist, but not one who prescribed medications, because what I wanted was to help people. What I didn't have as a little girl was the wording for a hypnotist, someone who can engage the subconscious mind through the imagination and help to create change, and coach, who is essentially someone who advocates for you, with you, towards your goals, towards your dreams, out of your challenges. And so that's where I am now. And oddly enough, some of these abilities have begun to blend and work together. So my mediumship work is learning and integrating with my hypnotherapy in a way that brings me so much pleasure and joy. Trauma is still a huge passion of mine, and what I'm learning is the more that we look at it and go into it, sometimes it is just a bigger call of the soul. It's an initiation to look at the deepness, the potential, the possibility that wants to happen in your life. And when we are bringing something in, something new, it often goes through darkness, doesn't it? Think about a baby being born. There is that very dark passage before they see the light, and then they have a whole new potential for life. And that's kind of my view of trauma and transcendence. Each time I've had great trauma, I've been fortunate enough to transcend, and other times I've had great spiritual awakenings that I still would love to hash out and explore. But most importantly, to be able to share. So, my goal is to have interesting guests, fascinating stories, and to dig in, to get to know people, and to have some of these really interesting conversations. In between guests, I will share some of my story. And if you're interested in being a guest and you have an interesting story of trauma and transcendence or spiritual awakening, let me know because I would love to hear it. For me, life really is about those transformative experiences. It's the ones that we can create, the ones that I see in my own life and my families with my clients. And I feel like we all have it. We all have the potential. We all have the ability. We all get the joy of it. We all get the challenge of it. Sometimes we need a good challenge. Have that opportunity to really spread wings and grow. So, if that interests you, I hope that you will join me on this journey. My goal is to really share some of the more profound stories that we don't hear talked about. Dare I say, some of them that most of us have kept to ourselves for far too long. I've had experiences that I still can't fully explain. I've got memories from age 2, things even further later down with mediumship, with just intuition. There's a lot to unpack and explore, and I'm very excited for this journey and this time with you. So that's what trauma and transcendence is all about. I am very excited to hear your take, your thoughts, and what kinds of things do you want to hear about? So from week to week, I also want to explore into spirituality, different concepts. Me being a hypnotherapist, I have branched out. I do a lot of different kinds of hypnotherapy. So one of those is the Dolores Cannon style QHHT. That's quantum healing hypnosis technique. And above and beyond that, I also do between lives. I explore quantum and parallel realms. I explore working with loved ones in spirit, how to help people open and develop their mediumship abilities. It's just a weird day in my life. And in between that, I get to help people change, to heal. It has been the most rewarding and satisfying thing that I've done with my life by far. And I love to teach spiritual concepts and to learn spiritual concepts. So if you have something that you want to explore, you want to learn, let me know. I've got a wide array of friendships. Many of them are hypnotists, many are coaches, some are spiritual teachers, others are practitioners. I've had some wonderful clients who've had amazing transcendent experiences and stories, and I know that they're open to share. In the coming weeks, we are going to explore, and this will take place every Thursday. at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to check in and see what's happening and how we're transcending this week. I do have a tiny little space on Facebook if you'd like to find it. It's Trauma and Transcendence. Don't miss a post. That way you'll be able to know what's happening. Chat with me. Let me know what you'd like to see and what kind of experiences you've had that you're still trying to make sense of. I wish you beautiful and bright blessings. Bye for now. Amanda. Thank you for joining us on this transformative episode of Trauma and Transcendence. Your stories matter. I would love to hear them and from you. Connect on our website, healingbeyondtrauma.com, or drop me an email at amanda@healingbeyondtrauma.com. Remember, healing is a journey we take together. Until next time, stay connected, stay inspired. This is Amanda, wishing you bright blessings.